181 question 6. Be attentive everyone. All these transactions we already did in the chapter of journal also. Raise your hand. Gave goods of 5,000 to Anath Ashram. Yes. Donation or charity is an expense. Debit or expenses and losses. So donation or charity account debit. Goods goes out. Credit what? Goes out to purchases account. Okay. Write out. Donation or charity account debit 5,000 to purchases account 5,000. Now we are not writing the narrations. Okay. Okay, don't write Anath Ashram is the receiver, debit the receiver, Anath Ashram account debit. That is wrong. We studied this rule earlier that whenever there is any expense or income, then we should not write the name of the person. Here there is an expense involved, so that name Anath Ashram will not come. Is everyone clear with this? It's simply an expense. So donation or charity is an expense, debit or expenses and losses. Any confusions? No. Raise your hand. Next. Distributed goods of 4,000 as free samples. Only 4 people know this. Others have not done journal chapter. Riya? Advertisement. Rather than samples, we will say advertisement. Okay, we are giving it for free samples means advertisement is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. So advertisement account debit 4,000. Goods goes out. Credit what goes out to purchases account 4,000. So as I said, we are just revising the chapter of journal. Okay. Then third one. Withdrew goods of rupees 8,000 from the business for personal use. Uday? No discussion in between. Correct, sit down. For personal use, so owner is the receiver, debit the receiver, drawings account debit 8,000. Goods goes out, credit what goes out to purchases account 8,000. Did all of you understand this? Any doubts so far? Now fourth one. Purchase furniture of 3,000 by giving goods of 2,800. Namrata?
So furniture account debit to sales account.
An amount?
So in furniture account 3,000 and sales account 2,800.
Then handicap it. Debit and credit must always be equal. Double entry bookkeeping system. It must always be equal. So now furniture to sales both with 3,000 only. 200 you are earning profit which you will not record. You directly record the selling price 3,000. However, I told you 2 alternatives in chapter 3 and I told you verify from your school what they want. One more alternative I told you is furniture to purchase with 2,800. Either you record furniture to sales 3,000 or you record furniture to purchase 2,800. Whichever thing your school wants. Okay, the correct is furniture to sales. So, tada. Furniture comes in, debit what comes in, furniture account debit 3,000. Always record the value of asset only in this transaction. This is what I told you, and maybe write in the notes also in journal chapter. Goods goes out, credit what goes out to sales account 3,000. Okay. Alternative entry. Did you verify from your school teachers in chapter 3? Which schools they are doing furniture to purchase 2,800? So you write that also alternative entry. Write that alternative entry also, and again verify from your school teacher what should you write it in exams. Write that only in your school exams. Okay. Correct is furniture to sales. Next, this also we did in chapter 3. Goods of 7,000 were destroyed by fire, for which insurance company accepted a claim of 5,500. Simran?
Insurance company account debit with 5,500, lost by fire account debit to 1,500, and then to purchase account 7,000.
Correct. Do you remember what rule we used to write for insurance company account debit?
Yeah.
What?
Start company becomes receivable.
Yes, insurance claim is receivables. Okay? Be attentive, insurance claim is receivable, debit the receivables. So insurance company account debit with 5,500. Now what value of goods are burned by fire? 7,000. What value of goods are burned by fire? 7,000. But from insurance company will get a claim of only? Means remaining 1,500 is our loss. Debit all expenses and losses. So loss by fire account debit with 1,500. And goods goes out. Credit what goes out. To purchases account with 7,000. Are you all able to recollect all this we had done in the chapter of journal? Any doubts so far? Next. Amount of 2,000 is receivable from Nirali, which cannot be received now. This also we have done earlier. Agarwal. Correct. Bad debts account debit why? Tanushri.
This amount will not be received further in future.
So why bad debts account debit with what effect and rule?
So cash commissions.
Then cash account debit by bad debts. By the way, cash does not come in. Akash?
It is loss in business.
Bad debts is a loss. Debit all expenses and losses. So bad debts account debit. Raise your hand. Why do we credit Nirali's account? Mainly I wanted to ask that only. We have done that in journal and I made it at the note also. Why do we credit Nirali's account? Hit?
To close that account.
Yes. We don't credit Nirali because Nirali is the giver, credit the giver. In fact, Nirali is not the giver. She is not paying us the money. She is not the giver. Why do we credit Nirali account? To close her account. When we sold the goods to Nirali, we would have passed the entry Nirali account debit to sales, means Nirali account we would have debited at that time. Now to close her account you reverse and credit because she did not pay the money. So why do we credit Nirali's account? To close her account. Not because she is the giver. In fact, she is not the giver. You know, bad debts is a loss. Debit all expenses and losses. So bad debts account debit. And to close Nirali's account, we reverse and credit Nirali's account. Earlier Nirali's account would be debited when we sold the goods. Now to close her account, we reverse and credit. Amount is 2,000. Any confusion in this? All are clear up till here? This side, please will you close that door? Otherwise dog will come in. Yes, next. 7 and 8 mark it important. They are new points. I'll explain it directly. Write off depreciation on machinery rupees 800. Now be attentive. Depreciation means decrease in the value of an asset. You can say it's a loss. But in the business, we consider it as revenue expense because we provide the depreciation every year. So depreciation we will say is a revenue expense, debit all expenses and losses. So depreciation account debit. This is easily understandable. However, depreciation means decrease in the value of asset here, machinery. When we purchased the machinery, machinery account would be debited. Now to decrease its value, we reverse and credit machinery account. So journal entry will become depreciation account debit to machinery account. Depreciation is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. So depreciation account debit. And value of machinery decreases. When we purchased, we debited machinery account. Now to decrease its value, we reverse and credit machinery account. So to machinery account. It comes in the category of adjustment entries. This comes in the category of adjustment entries, and I told you 30 such adjustment entries we will study in the chapter of final accounts. Second part, fourth chapter. Okay, so now depreciation is an expense, mark it important. Debit all expenses and losses. So depreciation account debit. Is it 2,000? 800. Okay. And when we purchase the machinery, machinery account would be debited. Now to decrease its value, we reverse and credit machinery account with 800. Is everyone clear with that? Anyone having any doubts in this? And the last one we have done in chapter 3 also, even in chapter 2. Yes. Depreciation we provide in the business every year. So depreciation means decrease in the value of asset. But rather than considering it as a loss, we consider it as an expense because we provide it every year. Loss is something occurs once in a while. So depreciation is an expense, debit all expenses and losses, depreciation account debit. Now when we purchase the machinery, then machinery account we debit. Depreciation means decrease in the value of asset. To decrease the value of machine, earlier what we have debited, now we reverse and credit. So machinery account we credit to decrease the value of asset, to decrease the value of machinery. Is everyone of you clear with this? Anyone having any doubts on that? Next. Raise your hand. This we have done in chapter 3. Salary for the month of March is unpaid 7,800. Gina? Correct. Salary is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Salary account debit. And salary is payable. Credit the payable. So either you can write to outstanding salary, or you can also write to unpaid salary, or you can also write to salary payable account. All are correct. Okay. Amount is 7,800. I repeat it. Salary is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. So salary account debit, and salary is payable. Credit the payable. So to outstanding salary account. Understood that everyone? 5, 9, 17, 20, 27, 29, 36, 37, 600? So 7th and 8th both mark it important. They were difficult ones. Now make the formats for question 7. Yes? No, I cannot do this. Question 7, journal proper of Ekta for March 2014. Yes, be attentive now. 1st March, listen everyone. Brought furniture 7,000, goods 15,000. And machinery 20,000 to start the business. Goods, will call it as goods or stock of goods. Correct, sit down. Ready on everyone? 1st March. Goods comes in, first furniture comes in. Debit what comes in? Furniture account debit. 7,000. Goods comes in, debit what comes in? Stock of goods account debit. 15,000. Machinery comes in, debit what comes in? Machinery account debit 20,000. Owner is the giver, credit the giver to capital account 42,000. What rule did we write here? What this is called opening entry. What things we won't include in the opening entry? Cash, bank, loan. And verify that from your school. If in your school they include the loan, Otherwise they will not give you the marks. Okay? Next. Raise your hand. Scientific calculator 2,000 and cellular phone 25,000 purchased from Kamlesh Traders. Harshada?
Stationery account 2,000, cellular phone 25,000 to Kamlesh Traders.
Correct. Calculator we will treat as a stationary expense. Earlier we used to treat it as an asset and we used to write calculator account debit only. But since last year now in your new books they are treating it as an expense. They assume that business also uses the calculator like you people use it. And so it is to be purchased again and again. Breakage takes place again and again. So stationery is an expense, calculator is an expense, debit all expenses and losses. Stationery account debit 2,000. Cellular phone comes in, debit what comes in? That is an asset. So cellular phone account debit 35,000. Kamlesh Traders is the giver. Credit the giver to Kamlesh Traders account 27,000. Is everyone clear with this? Third one. Anyone who is not clear with any transaction up till here, raise your hand. Third one, mark it important. It is similar to this fourth one, but there is a thin line of difference. Raise your hand. Fan of 2,500 purchased for an household use by giving goods of 3,000. Niyati?
Drawings account debit to sales account.
No, here we have to credit purchase. That's what I said, there is a thin line of difference. So now, because you have purchased for household use, we will record the value only 2,500. We will record the value of, just 1 minute. What is the value of goods going out? 3,000. We'll record the value of goods 3,000. We'll record the value of goods 3,000. Earlier I told you record the value of asset because that was purchased for business. But here it is purchased for household use. So business does not get any benefit of fan. From business point of view, goods of what value are going out? 3,000. And who is getting that benefit? Owner is the receiver of that benefit. Debit the receiver. So drawings account debit. But we cannot call it as sales because we are not earning any profit in that. In fact, we are incurring loss. But that also we don't consider because business does not incur any loss. Owner takes that fan for household use. So the entry will be owner is the receiver, debit the receiver, drawings account debit 3,000, goods goes out, credit what goes out to purchase account 3,000. Okay, here we'll not call it as sales because we are not, if business receives the fan, then we would have said fan or furniture account debit to sales account 2,500 with the value of fan. But owner gets that fan for household use. So drawings account debit and from business goods goes out of value 3,000. Is everyone clear with this? Now this 4, 5, 6 we practiced in question 5 and you tried in illustration 2 also yesterday. Illustration 1. Drew a bill of 8,000 on Namrata which she accepted and returned. Adafa?
Means receivable account debit to Namrata.
Correct. And then the word drew. I told you, whosoever draws the bill for him it is bills receivable, and whosoever accepts for him it is bills payable. Here we are drawing, so for us it is bills receivable. So bills are receivable, debit the receivables, or you can say bills receivable come in, debit what comes in, bills receivable account debit. Namrata is the giver, credit the giver to Namrata account. Amount is 8,000. Is everyone clear with this? Then raise your hand. Fifth one also you have tried in homework. Bill of Namrata endorsed to Yesha against her debt of 8,050. Ayushi?
Yesha to Namrata.
No, wrong. Parthiv?
Namrata account debit to bills receivable.
Wrong. Sit down. Vidhi?
Yesha account to bills receivable account.
Correct but wrong. Sit down. Be random. Yesha to bills receivable is correct, but here will be allowance also. What amount was payable to Yesha? 8,050. And we are giving her this same bills receivable of? So 50 will be treated as allowance. We are settling the account by giving the bills of 8,000. Same bills we are passing to Yesha now. So Yesha is the receiver. We already received from Namrata. Understood this? Now we are giving it to whom? Yesha. So Yesha is the receiver, debit the receiver, Yesha account debit. You will close Yesha's account with full amount 8,050. Yesha's account you will debit and close with full amount 8,050. Now same bills receivable goes out. Credit what? Goes out. To bills receivable account 8,000. And difference of 50 is an allowance. So allowance is an income, credit all incomes and gains to allowance account 50. Did all of you understand this? Any confusions?
So why bills receivable account is debit?
Because the bills which we received from same bills are going out, same bills we are endorsing to Yesha. If we accept a new bill from Yesha, then we would say to bills payable account. But we are not accepting any new bill from Yesha. The bill which we received from Namrata we are endorsing to Yesha. Same bills receivable account is to be closed and credited because that bills goes out. Any other confusions? Next one also we have done yesterday. Raise your hand. Bill of 6,000 drawn by Bharat, accepted by us, underline accepted by us, and returned to him. Wait.
Bharat account debit to bills payable account.
Yes, accepted by us means now for us it is bills payable. So we return to Bharat. Bharat is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Bharat account debit with 6,000. And you can say either bills goes out, credit what goes out, or bills are payable, credit the payables to bills payable account 6,000. Do you understand this? Anyone having any doubt in it? Now similar to this seventh we did in the earlier question also. Goods of 8,000 were stolen away from the godown, for which insurance company accepted a claim of 75% amount. Fennel,
So insurance company account debit, loss due to theft account debit to purchase account.
correct. Insurance claim is receivable, debit the receivable, so insurance company account debit. Now here you can show it in bracket, 8,000 into 75%. 6,000 is the insurance claim to be received. Got it, everyone? Now against 8,000 of goods stolen. Against 8,000 of goods stolen will receive a claim of 6,000. So remaining 2,000 is our loss. Debit all expenses and losses. So loss by theft account debit 2,000. Did you understand this? And goods goes out, credit what goes out to purchase account 8,000. Any confusions? Now 8th. Mark it important, 8th one. An amount of 8,000 is receivable from Nirav, and then receivable from Nirav, and 8,200 is and then payable to Nalin. The account of Nalin was settled by Nirav accepting to pay 8,000. This is inter-transfer of account. See in the summary. Third one. Inter-transfer of account, two things I made you write in that. First, transfer of receivables and payables, then transfer of drawings to capital. In transfer of receivables and payables, I made you write reverse the receivables and payables. Further right now, reverse the receivables and then receivables, and above that in bracket write. Tell me, normally what do we do with receivables? Debit or credit? Debit. Now reverse means? Credit. So write in bracket credit. Receivables you will always credit. And also reverse the payables. Normally what do we do with payables? Credit. Now reverse means? Debit. Write in bracket debit. So payables you will debit and receivables you will credit. In this transaction I made you underline. What is a payable? Nalin. I made you underline payable to Nalin. So payables normally we credit. Now you will reverse and debit Nalin's account with 8,200 full amount. Receivable is from Nirav. Normally receivables we debit. Now you will reverse and credit. Nirav you will credit with full amount 8,000. And difference of 200 you will credit to allowance account. Difference of 200 you will credit to allowance account. Okay. So payables we have to debit. Therefore, Nalin account debit with 8,200. I repeat, normally payables we credit. Now in this inter-transfer payables you will reverse and debit. Okay. Receivables you will credit. So to Nirav account 8,000. Normally receivables we debit. Here you will reverse and credit the receivable from Nirav 8,000. And to allowance account 200. Since we have paid less to Nalin, instead of 8,200, we have settled by transferring an amount of 8,000. So allowance is our income. Credit all incomes and gains to allowance account 200. Is everyone clear with this? Next. Cash received from Rajendra for bad debts recovered 2,000. This side. Correct but wrong. Drishti? Will not record because it will come in cash book. What entry you said cash to bad debts recovered is correct, but we will not record it because we will record it in cash book. What is the meaning of journal proper? I said residuary subsidiary book. Whichever transactions cannot be recorded in Other subsidiary books will only come here, and cash book business always maintains. If it is maintaining journal proper, means cash book it is always going to maintain. So bad debts recovered will go in cash book. Okay. In case if in your schools they have made you write it, then write it in school exams. Here write it no entry since it will be recorded in cash book. Yes, but if journal entries this question comes, this transaction comes, then you would say cash comes in debit. What comes in cash account debit? Bad debts recovered is an income credit, or incomes and gains to bad debts recovered. This we did right now in the last one. In 300 is payable to Manoj for interest. Anuj? Yes, same way. It is payable to Manoj, so interest is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Interest account debit 300, and interest is payable. Credit the payables to outstanding interest account 300. Did you understand this? I repeat, interest is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses, interest account debit. And second effect, interest is payable. Credit the payables to interest payable account or outstanding interest account. Any confusions in this? $42, $69, $72, $80, $88, $94, $100, $210.
102,350.
No, 110550?
Yes.
Is everyone clear with this? Now question 8, whole question market important, and 9 also whole question market important. Reason, it is not normal journal entries with the normal rules of debit and credit. 8 whole question is on the last item of summary rectification entry. Whole 8th question is on the last item of summary rectification, and whole 9th question is on the last third item closing entries. So full question is important. Make the format for it. 2 transactions I'll explain you, then I'll start asking in this 8th one. Yes, be attended. First, take out the summary. Last item rectification entry. I told you if you make any mistake in the books of accounts, to correct that mistake we pass one more entry which is called rectification entry. 2 rules I made you write: give the correct effect and reverse the wrong effect. 2 transactions I'll explain you in that manner, then rest I'll ask you. Okay, so understand it properly. Rupees 700 received from Renuka is recorded in Bhumika's account. Underline recorded in Bhumika's account and write wrong effect. This is a mistake. We received it from whom? Renuka. But by mistake we recorded in whose account? So first of all, give the correct effect. Means, can I say we have received from Renuka means Renuka is the giver, credit the giver to Renuka account. First we record the correct effect, so you credit to Renuka's account. What is the amount? 700. Understood that? First rule, give the correct effect. So Renuka is the giver, credit the giver to Renuka's account 700. This is the correct effect. Second rule, reverse the wrong effect. We wrongly recorded in Bhumika's account means instead of Renuka, we credited Bhumika's account. We wrongly recorded to Bhumika's account means instead of crediting Renuka's account, we credited Bhumika's account. Reverse the wrong effect means now earlier we credited, reverse and debit. So Bhumika's account debit with rupees 700. Understood this everyone? I repeat, give the correct effect. Renuka is the given, credit the given to Renuka's account. This is the correct effect. Reverse the wrong effect. We credited to Bhumika's account, so reverse that. Bhumika account you will reverse and debit with 700. Did you understand this? And make you write narration for only this one because it's a rectification entry. So what should you write? Write down in bracket. Being rectification entry for recording Renuka's account in Bhumika's account. So this way you write the narration for others also. Okay. Other narrations now I will not dictate. Raise your hand who did not understand the first one. One more, I'll explain it. You did not understand? Okay. One more, I'll explain it, then I'll start asking with others. Okay, be attentive. 1,000 received from Updesh for bad debts written off in past, which is underline credited to Updesh's account and write on wrong effect. Whenever in such a transaction they say credited to so and so account, debited to so and so account, means it's the wrong effect. Okay, what we have done wrongly, they are mentioning that. If we had written off bad debts in past and now received that money, then we should credit bad debts recovered account, credit all incomes and gains. And mistake is instead of bad debts recovered account, we have credited it to Updesh's account. Understood this? Now rule 1, give the correct effect. Correct effect is bad debts recovered is an income. Credit all incomes and gains. So to bad debts recovered account. What is the amount? 1,000. Now wrong effect I made you underline. Wrong effect is credited to Updesh account. Reverse it means now debit that. So Updesh account debit 1,000. Okay, reverse the wrong effect. Credited to Updesh account, so that you will reverse and debit. Any confusion in this? Give the correct effect. Bad debts recovered is an income. Credit all incomes and gains. So give the correct effect means credit bad debts recovered account. And it is given credited to Updesh account. That is the wrong effect. Reverse the wrong effect. We have credited to Updesh account, so now reverse means you debit Updesh account. Did you understand this? Anyone else not clear with this still? Now raise your hand. 800 paid to Sharma is debited to Verma's account. Isha?
Sharma account debit to Verma.
Correct. And then debited to Verma's account, right? Wrong effect. We have paid it to Sharma. First give the correct effect. First give the correct effect. Sharma is the receiver. Debit the receiver. So Sharma account debit. Amount is 800. Now reverse the wrong effect. We debited it to Verma's account. Reverse means now you will credit Verma's account. 800. So Sharma account debit to Verma account 800. Is everyone clear with this? Raise your hand who did not understand this fourth one. Sorry, third one. No discussions. 1200 paid for insurance premium is underlined debited to drawings account and write wrong effect. Darshan?
Insurance paid is an expense. Insurance premium account debit to drawing.
Correct. Insurance premium is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. So give the correct effect means insurance premium account debit. Amount is 1200. Now reverse the wrong effect. What we have done wrongly, debited it to drawings account. Reverse that means now you will credit drawings account. So to drawings account 1200. Did you understand this portion, everyone? So give the correct effect means insurance premium account debit, and reverse the wrong effect means we wrongly debited drawings account. Now you reverse and credit drawings account. Okay, that's why I said whole question is important. Next. Raise your hand. Old furniture of 6,000 of business sold for 5,800. Niyati.
Cash account debit, loss on sale of furniture account debit to furniture account.
Wrong. Anyone else? Harshada?
Cash account debit to furniture account.
Wrong. Akash?
Furniture account debit to profit and loss account.
Wrong. Wait. Wrong. Now listen everyone. What entry Niyati told is correct. But we will not record it here because cash will go in. But we will record the loss here. See, the journal entry is cash comes in, debit what comes in, cash account debit 5,800, 6,000 furniture sold for 5,800, so 200 is our loss. Debit all expenses and losses, loss on sale of furniture account debit 200. Furniture goes out, credit what goes out to furniture account 6,000. This we will not record because it will go in. But this we have to record. Loss cannot be recorded in cash book. So loss part we will record in which book? Journal. Means here we will record loss on sale of furniture account debit 200, debit all expenses and losses, and furniture goes out, credit what goes out to furniture account with only 200 because 5,800 will be recorded in cash book. Did everyone understand this or not? So as I said, the whole question is important. Okay. Anyone who did not understand the last one? So 17, 25, 39? 3,900. Got it everyone? And the last question, make the format. Yes? Fifth one. This entry you are clear? Cash comes in, debit what comes in, cash account debit 5,800. 6,000 furniture sold for 5,800, so 200 is our loss. Debit all expenses and losses, loss account debit 200, and furniture goes out, credit was good, what goes out to furniture account 6,000. Now cash what we received 5,800 will write it in cash book on receipt side, debit side to furniture account 5,800. But loss cannot be recorded in any other subsidiary, so that loss will be recorded over here. So loss on sale of furniture account debit 200 to furniture account 200. Okay. Still anyone who is not clear with this, raise your hand. Anyone who wants me to explain anything again? Next. Past journal entries for online closing the following accounts. First, look at your summary. Fourth point. Closing entries. Two rules I made you write. A. For goods and purchase related expenses, reverse the respective account and give opposite effect to trading account. And for all other expenses, losses, incomes and gains, reverse the respective account and give opposite effect to profit and loss account. So very first you have to identify which category it comes to. Okay. Means first one is interest expense. Does it come in category A, goods and purchase related expense, or category B, other expense? Other expense. Means we have to transfer to profit and loss account. Now, normally interest expense is an expense, so we debit it. Now you will reverse and credit it to interest expense account. The amount is 1,000. Okay, reverse the respective account. Understood this? Normally interest being an expense be debit. Now you will reverse and credit. Opposite effect you give to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account debit. Did you all understand this portion, everyone? Next. Sales return. Now, does it come in category A or B? A. Goods. Sales return comes in category A, that is goods. So here you reverse and opposite effect you give to which account? Trading account. First of all, sales return normally we debit. Sales we credit and sales return normally we debit. Now reverse it means you will credit sales return account. Reverse it means you will credit sales return account. 3000 normally we debit, so now you will reverse and credit. And category A you transfer it to trading account. So trading account debit. Now raise your hand, third one. Purchase return account 2000. Sheetal? Means what is the journal entry? Correct. Purchase return, opposite effect you give to trading account. It is goods. Normally purchase returns we credit because goods goes out. Now to close it you will reverse and debit. So purchase returns account debit. Okay. So what is the value of purchase returns? 2000. And opposite effect, because it is in category A goods, you will transfer it to trading account 2000. Any confusion in this? Now fourth, raise your hand. Interest received account 800. Gaurav?
Profit and loss account to interest received.
Wrong. Kanisha?
Interest received account debit to profit and loss.
Correct. First of all, interest received is an income. Credit on incomes and gains means normally we credit interest received. Now you reverse it means interest received account you will debit. And because it is in second category, other expenses, losses, incomes and gains, opposite effect you will give to profit and loss account. Did you understand this? What? 800. Then next, this side, advertisement expense account 1500.
Profit and loss account to advertisement expense account.
Correct. First of all, reverse. Advertisement expense normally we debit. So now you will reverse and credit to advertisement expense account. And does it come in category A or B? B. It is other expense other than purchase expense. So profit and loss account debit. Are you all clear with this? And the amount is 1500. Raise your hand. Salary. Kanisha?
Profit and loss account is salary.
Correct. Salary is an expense. Normally we debit. So now we will reverse and credit salary account. The amount is 4000. And opposite effect. It is category A or B? Category B. So opposite effect, profit and loss account we will debit. Yes, Gaurav and Deep, what is going on? Profit and loss account debit with 4000. Did all of you understand this? Seventh, raise your hand. Dividend received account. Riya?
profit and loss account.
Correct. Dividend received is an income. Normally we credit. Now you will reverse and debit that. So dividend received account debit with 700. And it comes in category B. So other incomes, you'll transfer it to profit and loss account 700. Are you all able to understand this? Raise your hand. 8. Purchase account 5,000. Gaurav?
Trading account debit to purchase account.
Correct. Normally purchase account we debit. So now you will reverse and credit purchase account with 5,000. And so now opposite effect being goods, you give it to trading account. So trading account debit. And the last one, Fatima, sales account 10,000.
The sales account debit to trading account.
Yes, normally sales account we credit. So now you will reverse and debit it with 10,000. And opposite effect being goods, you transfer it to trading account 10,000. Did all of you understand this or not? So 1, 4, 6, 7, 11, 20. All of you are clear with this? So basically it was a revision of journal entries chapter only. Now listen carefully. This chapter is over.